So I just got out of the shower, and as I was getting ready to take my shower, I threw my clothes into my dirty clothes thing, and realized that it is a lot fuller than I thought. So, I'm gonna go run that, and then I'm gonna have to fold this stuff finally, because this basket is gonna need to be the new dirty basket. So, let me do that. I did the folding and I ran the laundry, but I got something in the mail that I did not even know shipped out. So I guess I'm gonna open it. I don't even know where to begin with the opening of this, because I guess like this. I guess. Alright, inside the packaging we have more packaging. Now, this one does not have my address on it, so I can open it in a more comfortable angle. Alright, let's do this. Be nice and gentle, because I know what this is and I don't want to mess anything up. And what this is should be... Oh god, I have to check for address again. Alright, we're safe from address. And what we can do now is open this up, because it apparently has 3 different layers of protection. Good grief. And this is Celeste Deluxe Edition. Published only on Fangamer. Oh, look at that shine. I love it. It's a little known fact about me. Celeste is actually one of my favorite games of all time. And there's a few different reasons for that. But in the simplest of terms, it just spoke to me. And this made me want to get the deluxe edition when it went up, as opposed to just any regular version of the game. This is it, Madeline. Just breathe. You can do this. Such a good game. And I'm super excited to be able to have been able to grab a copy of this. It comes with Just Breathe, Slow and Steady, as well as something that I'm worried about ripping, so hang on. A magnet. Discover Celeste Mountain. A download code for the soundtrack, which honestly it will probably be used by the time this vlog comes out, but still rather not show it just in case. A journal, which I don't know if I want to open that right away. I'm gonna figure out how to unfold that. And an album, a photo album. I should open these. I don't want to, but I should. This thing is beautiful, and if I let go, it's going to fall, but I love it so much. It came out great. It's sideways. It came out great. It looks so good. I love it. Now, a lot of my collector stuff I don't open until I start playing the game. This one, I can't help myself. Reflection album. Life is a mystery to be lived, not a problem to be solved. You're doing better than you think. Be patient with yourself. Talking to your loved ones can help. Spend time with people who don't let you forget. The world is better because you're in it. I'm here for you, and I know that you're here for me too. The most challenging destinations have the most memorable journeys. We fall, we learn, we rise. Resting is an act of self-care. Give yourself a moment to pause, to be your best self. This is so good, I love it so much. This is like super thoughtful. Like all of this. Phenomenal. Alright, I do also want to take a look at this journal. Use this book as you like. Be open and reflect on your experiences. You are amazing now, and continue to pursue finding your best self. Journey of blank. You can do this. And it comes with little pieces of helpful info. Accountability is tough, but needed. Grieving a loss is part of healing. Being vulnerable is a sign that you have grown. Compete with no one but yourself. I love it. It's so good. I'm so excited about this. I packed everything back up for now, but I will definitely be pulling everything back out, and especially using that download code. But for now, I would like to find a spot for it somewhere. I want it to be visible because this game does mean a lot to me. So I think what I'm gonna do I'll put it here in front of my DS games. Because there it's visible, as well as, always within reach. God. I didn't even know this shipped, let alone was getting here today, so this is a very nice surprise. So, we have to put the pump on the pool and run the exhaust from it over to the hot tub to fill the hot tub, because the line for the hose cracked and is leaking only when we have the water running. So it's an external pipe, but it's still not great. But we have to do something about this, otherwise it's just gonna remain an issue. So we ended up running the pump like I showed, and ultimately the hot tub is filled now and barely made a scratch, in all honesty, on the water on top of the pool, which is concerning, but a different concern than the hot tub. We can deal with that another day. But the hot tub is filled now and the jets are running, and just something that we're gonna have to check on occasionally. And then we're gonna have to get those pipes fixed around the summer because we're gonna need them. But otherwise, everything is fine-ish. We'll see. So I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but the internet went out yesterday when I got home from work. Or rather, was out. Joe came and picked me up from work, and I got home, but on the way, Jake called me, saying that there was an issue with the PlayStation. Turns out the internet was out, and so we restarted all the router and extenders, and nothing. Thought there was a Verizon outage. Doesn't seem to be the case, because when we unplugged the modem and plugged it back in, it worked. I don't know. But it really goes to show how quickly one thing messing up can, like, bring everything down. It's very annoying. But spent a little bit without the internet yesterday, and didn't go great. Didn't go great at all. Because thought we were good and we weren't. Anyway, that's it. That's all I really wanted to talk about. I don't really have much going on today. So, that. So I'm in the break room at work, and you can see that these two Hot Pockets are not like the others. This one has 2 in it, and I've never seen that before. I mean, look at that. It is broken, so that is going to be a bit of a mess once I heat it up. But god damn, I got lucky. So, don't ask me how I managed this. But you see on the front here, I have a bunch of, like, SD card reader and assorted things like that. Yeah, I went to put a micro SD card in here, the one for my Switch, and somehow managed to slip it in there between the actual reader and a gap that I didn't know was there. So now I have to take apart my entire computer to try to get that out. Wonderful. Alright, so I took my graphics card out. I loosened this. Not sure if I was going to need to remove all of the heating, but I was able to get the SD reader out, sort of. But it is covered in plastic, and I need to remove the plastic to be able to get in there. But you can hear it's in there. So I got to figure out how to get it out. We got it. Fell on the floor, but we got it. Now I just got to clean this up and put it back together. So this is a mess, right? So I want to try to reconfigure everything so that I can have all 4 of my drives as well as my disk reader. Because the disk reader remains mostly unused because I don't have anything wired correctly for me to be able to. So I'm going to try to figure that out while I have this up here. So the good news is that I got everything good and up and running again with the SD card out. But now my resolutions on my monitors are a little weird, so I have to sit down and fix that. Which I'm guessing is because I had to remove the graphics card briefly, but So the reason that I went through any of this in the first place is because you see this here. This is the SD card for my Switch. My Switch is modded, so it has 2 partitions. So I'm transferring all the non-hack stuff off of this and onto a different SD card where it'll hopefully not eat too much space. But yeah, anything that's not related to the hacks is going onto a new SD card so that I can actually have decent space on my Switch when I'm not using it for mods. Hi. So, today, I beat Ocarina of Time. Now, this is not my first time beating the game. I've beaten it plenty of times in the past, and I'm gonna probably beat it plenty of times in the future. But this is the first time I beat it on Switch Online, so I figured I would bring my thoughts about it to the vlog. Game is something that I played ever since I was a little kid. My parents are divorced, so whenever I would go to spend time at my father's apartment, he had his N64. And one of the games he had for it was The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. So whenever I play it, I pretty much always think of that period in my life, which was a long time ago at this point. I'm 25 years old now, but I still always think about it whenever I'm playing. And I think I told one of my stories in my Let's Play over on Vinny She Plays. When I was younger, and I got to Dodongo's Cavern, I never got past Dongo's Cavern. Because for whatever reason, I couldn't put two and two together to drop the bombs in the eye sockets of the giant statue thing. So I never beat the game as a kid. I didn't beat it for the first time until the 3DS version. Which, fine. Annoying, but fine. And that's part of why I recommend new people play the 3DS version first. Because it's definitely more welcoming for newcomers. But Ocarina of Time, because it always makes me think about when I was a kid, and I guess in a sense, simpler times. It is definitely what I like to call my video game comfort food. It's like my go-to as like the great leveler. Whatever is going on, it gets me back to neutral. So it showed up on my list of games beaten in 2024 on Twitter and Blue Sky. Don't be surprised if it shows up again. That's all I'm gonna say. If shit gets stressful, it's probably gonna be what I go to play. I am playing it with my girlfriend though, so that'll probably come first. Whatever. If it shows up again, it'll show up again. But for now, I beat my personal file on Switch Online, and it is nice to go through the game every now and again. So I got something uploaded today. I got the first part of my streamed playthrough of Xenoblade 2. Now you might know, Xenoblade 2 is my favorite game of all time. Xenoblade as a whole is my favorite series. So I have that up, and I'm gonna wait until I have a couple of them ready to go before I start releasing them. But this is like the big roadblock before I'm able to make significant progress catching up on streams, because this game was a lot of streams long, and certain things in it got spoiled by chat in other games. So I want to have this out before I move on to anything else. So, very excited to have this out, and it's gonna be a little weird in the first little bit because I still haven't gotten to the point where I start hitting record the second I go live, which is something I wish I did a lot sooner, but you know, what can you do? But making progress, and that is very much a good thing. Today is gonna be a bit of a weird day for me, and honestly this next week, because Mom and Joe both went out of town. And normally if they go somewhere, they're only gone for like a night, maybe two. But now they're gonna be gone for almost a whole week, which is odd feeling. They left this morning, early this morning, so I didn't get a lot of sleep, because, you know, I tend to go to bed late, and then they needed to be out of the house pretty early. Their flight was like 8 a.m. I think, so they had to be at the airport a bit before that, so they had to leave even before that. So they left at 6 something, I believe. The airport's not far. A lot closer than the one I went to back in April. I only went to that one because the flight was cheaper. But they left, and it's gonna be just me, Olivia, and Jake for the next while. And that's a little odd feeling. I don't mind watching being the adult, but it does like limit what I can and can't do. Like, I can't get super invested into a stream or a recording because if something happens, I'm still the adult in the house, which is a little concerning. I mean, I can try to do one Saturday, but I can't make any guarantees that I'm going to be able to. But ultimately, they're gone, and I have stuff that I would like to do while they are gone. For one, I got the first Xenoblade part uploaded. I'd like to get at least one more done before they get back, because I want to have a few of them ready to go before I start releasing them. But then, we also have a bunch of dishes that need to be caught up on, and having 2 people out of the house will help give me a chance to get that done. And then there's also some laundry that needs to get done. Not only mine, but like, we're 5 people. The laundry can pile up very quickly if we're not staying super on top of it. So I'm gonna attempt to make significant progress on the both of those while Mom and Joe are out. But only time will tell where that's gonna go. Especially when work reschedules. There was originally supposed to be in tomorrow, and then it got shifted to Thursday. So I guess I'm not going until Thursday now. Whatever, I guess. Anyway, it's the end of the week, and so I would like to thank you all for watching. Hope you had yourself a damn good one, and I will see you next week.